What you're seeing here is the trailer for a newly announced game from the Game Awards. It's called Ark Raiders, and it looks good. It looks good. But I have my hesitations, but I'm gonna get into that sooner or later. But let's take a look at some of the developers and the official site because, well, sorry I can't show you the trailer in its full capacity, or rather in its full capabilities with sounds and everything. I don't want to get copyright struck for the song that is in the trailer. But let's take a look at the official site of Ark Raiders. If we go to the Ark Raiders own website, we can see that it's a free-to-play cooperative third-person shooter where you and your squad of raiders unite to resist the onslaught of Ark, a ruthless mechanized threat descending from space. This is also what we could see in the trailer. Things coming down from space, landing, and then they fight them. Robots, different kind of machines. And it's kind of interesting. I think I like the look of it, but I do have some reservations to the free-to-play aspect of the game. Free-to-play can be really good, but usually it has some heavy restrictions or some heavy monetization, which is understandable. It is free to play and the developers do want to make money. So I don't see a problem with that in that sense, but I would have rather seen a full priced game or maybe a $40 priced game. Now, if we check wishlist, you can see that we can wishlist on Epic and Steam. So yes, it is on Steam and Epic Games Store. This is actually one of the characters in the game. We'll get to that in a bit. This is also one of the characters in the game, but if we scroll down here, we can see scavenge the ruins of the past, wield tools and gadgets to outsmart the enemy, come prepared and plan ahead, but sometimes you just have to wing it. Now this is kind of interesting, because it sounds like there's some heavy crafting in this game, which is very interesting and looking forward to see more of that. We have United, the odds are against us. Exploit opportunity shoulder to shoulder with your squad. I believe it's a 4-player co-op, but at the same time in the trailer, it looked like there were more of them. Actually, I've seen up to 5 or even maybe even 6 players at the same time. So I'm a little bit confused by that, but I believe it's up to 4. Unrehearsed, do the unexpected, improvise, use physics, your surroundings, and your wits to your advantage. It's too bad we did not get to see any of that in any real sense in the trailer, except for the nighttime where they snuck around and they say, watch out for drones, which is interesting but not quite something I feel is unique, but it certainly is something that looks nice. I look forward to see or hear what kind of gameplay it is. Is it a nighttime cycle or is it just you can choose when to do a mission? Because if we look at the trailer, you can see that the person or the player, I presume, is shot out of a long tube or something in that sense. I mean, there's a light at the end and then you get closer to the light and then then it transitions. So I wonder if this is gonna be like Anthem or The Division, because I mean you have an open world, but there are missions you can do. You can choose to go to different places and so on. More like Anthem, I guess, because then you have the hub area without the suit, and then you go out into the real world, open world. The question is of course, is this gonna be an open world game? We don't know.
As far as I can tell, we don't know at least. Our approach is scrappy, but it's never half-hearted. We do what it takes to protect our home. So yeah, there we have the crafting again, I'm guessing. Although I have to say that the weapons don't look that scrappy. They actually look kind of genuine article, genuine weapons. Anyway, we have, oh, sorry for that. Explore Arc Raiders. We have Celeste, which we saw up there. We have some short bio about her here, and then we can see this rollerbot, which we also got to see in the trailer at a split second there. This vicious ball of pain has nothing in mind other than chasing us to our death. It looks smaller here than it does in the trailer, though. Here we can also see more on the crafting. Arc machinery is useful for crafting better weapons, which helps with the odds are against us. Interesting there. We also have this howitzer. This is where I think there are 4-player co-op, because in other words, there's no room for lone wolves, but we might have a spot for a loose cannon or 2 or 3. And firing this giant cannon is not a one-raider job. We need to choose our moment and target wisely, and that's a 2-raider job. This makes me think that there are missions that are maybe not locked to being in a group, but it's highly recommended to be in a group. The game is made for co-op, and I hope it will be good, but we'll have to see. Here we have another raider who is actually a robot, and he has a way of crafting better weapons. Now I'm wondering if these raiders that we see here, Lance and Celeste, is actually gonna be playable. I'm not sure. I'm thinking they might be NPCs that you go to get missions and to craft things and so on. You maybe you get to create your own unique character which has its unique looks and so on, because that would make sense because it's a co-op game. You don't want everyone to look the same. For instance, if you have two players have chosen the same raider, it would look weird. Then we have the weapon snap hook here, and we got to see that in the short trailer for a quick look. He seems to snap a drone out of there and pull it down and then stomp on it. That's that's something. But of course, this is just very early, so we can expect more news as the game progresses. It is set for release in 2022, so I hope we get to see more. Now, this is not much we get to see here. We got the trailer and add to wish list again. Another thing I noticed is that it's powered by Unreal Engine, so that is nice. It doesn't say which Unreal Engine, but I suspect it's Unreal Engine 4. Now, if you go to the Embark, the developers, they are a studio that is comprised out of some of former DICE employees. I believe even this person here, Patrick Söderlund, is was one of the head top dogs, or whatever you want to call it, in at DICE a few years back. But in 2018, he and some other people founded Embark. Now, if we go to home here, we can again see Arc Raiders, and we also get to see some work they've been doing in different things. Inside Rust at Embark, did they do develop Rust? I don't know. That's interesting. Playtesting at that's pretty cool. That would be nice. But I wanna show you another thing. In the trailer, we can also see that Nexon is a word, and I wondered what was Nexon, and Nexon is a Korean or Japanese South Korean video game publisher, founded on December 26, 1994. It has actually a few games under its belt. This is a list of PC games. I mean, there's a lot of games here. Not everyone is, of course, available everywhere. Counter-Strike Online. Okay. So these are kind of a big studio or publisher, I should say, sorry. Kart Rider Rush Plus. I think I saw this one on their site. They're not a, I don't think I recognize any of these games really. Uh, no, not really. Um, no, Kart Rider Drift. That was the one I saw on there. Oh, it's on close. Yeah, that one was in closed beta. Oh, they got Final Fantasy 14. Hmm. And FIFA Online 4. Never heard of that one. Well, that is what you got here, at least. They seem to be a legit company, at least. I'm not gonna swear by that, but Bandai Namco Holdings and Nexon signed a 10-year contract for Japanese-South Korean video game partnership through 2032. Okay, there we go. Now, what are my thoughts on Arc Raiders? Well, it looks interesting, and I will follow its development. But I do have some reservations, as I said, as to the free-to-play aspect, as I would rather see a full-fledged game with full priced or $40. Or I could even see it becoming a early access game on Steam and Epic. But this is of course up to the developers. And I hope that it will become a really good game with a lot of content and with a lot to do without feeling the need to buy things. I hate that feeling that I need to buy things to progress, but then again, if it is free to play, I can certainly see myself put some money down into it if it lets me enjoy the game more. But I don't want to exceed a $40 or $60 mark because after $40 to $60, you would expect a full-fledged game. But that is it for me. What are your thoughts on this game? The trailer is linked in the description and as well as links to the official website of the game and official website of the developers. Feel free to check them out and I was Whippy Knight too. Have a great life and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye!